Welcome to Addiction Group's podcast, where we address pressing questions about addiction. Our goal is to provide insight and guidance for those seeking answers. I'm your host, Anna. Welcome to the Addiction Group's podcast. Today, we're talking about addiction recovery, a challenging journey made even more complex by social isolation. Here with us today is Ben, an addiction recovery expert, to shed some light on our path. Ben, could you tell us how addiction leads to isolation?
Definitely, Anna. Addiction can cause individuals to distance themselves from others, sometimes out of guilt or shame, sometimes because they feel misunderstood or not cared for. This effect often intensifies when you quit drinking or using drugs, because these activities often formed a large part of their social life.
What's meant by the term isolation of sobriety?
This term refers to the feelings of loneliness and isolation one might experience during recovery. Many recovering individuals lack a strong support network, making them feel more alone in their battle.
Is it safe to say that isolation is sometimes seen as a haven in the recovery process?
Absolutely, Anna. For many, isolation can be an escape from situations that induce discomfort or could lead to relapse. But it's important to remember that such isolation should be temporary, not a long-term solution.
What are some symptoms of isolation during recovery?
Symptoms can include feelings of loneliness, helplessness, emotional numbness, difficulty focusing, and an overall inability to engage with others. Isolation can cause you to lose interest in formerly enjoyed activities and make you more prone to negative thoughts and signs of depression or anxiety.
Now let's discuss the countermeasures. How do we deal with this isolation during recovery?
Great question, Anna. Connecting with support groups, sponsors, and counselors online can be crucial. Reaching out to your own support system like family and friends can alleviate stress, provide comfort, and build up motivation. Arranging and attending online social events could also help. Staying active and healthy has dual benefits. It serves as a distraction and releases endorphins, which make you feel better. Lastly, taking this opportunity to learn something new builds up your self-esteem and gives you a sense of purpose.
Could you elaborate on the concept of the 3 Ps in addiction recovery?
Of course, the 3 Ps stand for perseverance, practice, and purpose. It's about believing in yourself, taking action every day to move towards your recovery goals, and finding what truly motivates you to stay sober. All essential ingredients in the path to recovery.
Is feeling lost during early sobriety a common experience?
Yes, it is, especially when dealing with mental illness alongside addiction. Facing the questions of who you are and how to live a fulfilling life without substances can make you feel lost. But these feelings are temporary, and relearning how to be sober just takes time.
Lastly, how does one overcome extreme isolation?
Some additional strategies include talking to a counselor about your experiences, connecting with support groups, involving loved ones, and seeking volunteer opportunities. Nature can be very therapeutic and calming, so going outdoors is also a good strategy.
That's really insightful, Ben. Thanks for sharing these strategies and reminding our listeners that overcoming extreme isolation and staying on the recovery path is doable.
Absolutely, Anna. Remember that recovery is a journey and it takes time. Allow yourself to feel lost initially, but also remember to implement the strategies we discussed to find balance and joy in sobriety.
Great thoughts to end on. Thanks, Ben. That's it for today's episode, folks. Stay tuned for more insights on addiction and recovery on the Addiction Group's podcast. Thank you for tuning into Addiction Group's podcast. We hope our discussions bring clarity to your queries about addiction. Remember, we're here to support and guide you. Until next time, stay informed and stay strong.